Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Paperboy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it is Saturday BOLO Day. Be on the lookout. We do a deep dive into eBay sales over the past week. Tell you what we sold, not everything, and why they sold. Give you a little bit interesting stories on them. Hopefully help you when you're out there. And the person that's going to help you the most is Mr. Magazine. Take it away.
All right, put this one up. This is a Mike Piazza card. It's a signed, autographed Upper Deck SPS tribute. It's a die cut. It just sold today. I've had it up for a couple months for around $335. And someone emailed me and said, "Hey, one just sold for $250, and they offered $275." I go, you know what? I'm fine with that. So got $275 out of that.
And that came out of the pack originally?
Yeah, it was certified by Upper Deck as well. Yeah.
And how, the SPX, how high end of a set was that?
High end. They were short printed, and I think the signed cards were one per case, if I believe.
Oh.
Certified on the back and all that jazz.
Oh.
So, yeah, pretty tough to find.
Tough to find, yeah.
Very cool.
But if you do.
Yep, there you go. Next up, it's a Newsweek, September 62, but Jackie Kennedy on the cover. You know, anything vintage with her on it, you might as well buy up. It's going to sell at some point. This sold for $20, and that's probably the going rate for some of her early issues.
Yeah, she definitely is worth buying stuff, and you do find her stuff out there quite regularly, and a lot of times you'll find a lot of them all together.
Yeah, very cool. Next up. All right. Plain Dealer Saturday TV Week, November 61, Dorothy Provine. All right, so this was listed a couple years ago. I don't know who Dorothy is. We wanted $50. Someone offered $35, and I said, you know what? Let's do it.
Well, you know what's funny?
I don't think I have much into that.
I did not put it up on my BOLO, but I sold for $17 a piece two Plain Dealer TV items today from the late 60s with somebody that I didn't know who she was either, and I had listed them in 2019, and I sold two of them. So somebody is out there buying Plain Dealer items. So if you're in the Cleveland area and you find these, get these listed. Somebody is buying them.
And apparently they're spending more money with me than someone else, but hey, it's just business.
Mine were late 60s, early 70s. They're very, very common.
Oh, yeah. Next up, I got this graded. I kept the higher grade for myself. I think I got a 9.4, and I sent two in. This was an 8.5. Star Wars Clone Wars #1. I think it's the origin of Osaka. Let's see here.
I think I drank that at
yeah, I think so.
a sushi bar once.
Nevertheless, I think I took a $900 offer on this. I had it up for a couple months. It was a duplicate. It was a lower grade than one for my collection, so I was happy to get rid of it.
And you can find that magazine out there, or comic book out there.
I've had these for years. Let's see, 2008 it came out. So I had these when they were $5. You know, I had a few of them in my collection just, sitting there. So I figured grade a couple, and can't argue with that.
Well, and that's the kind of thing an old-time comic dealer like me, and I'm not even an old-timer, but I've been doing it a long time, I would buy it only because I know that you collect Star Wars. Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't even look at this twice. So
you'd buy it for $5, give it to me for $10, and then I would get $1,000 back.
Nice. In fact, that probably is exactly what happened.
Okay, next up, I think we all talked about my Disney snow globe find. I think I picked up over 300 snow globes. Well, they're starting to pay dividends. This was one of them, Pinocchio Blue Fairy Snow Globe musical, and I sold it for $111.
And what did you have into them?
Oh, geez.
Per piece?
I paid 20-something
20
bucks a piece,
I thought
but
so, yeah.
it was a big collection. They take up a lot of space, and they don't fly off the shelves. But now that we got them listed, we're starting to move one here and there, which it's nice to get your money back.
And what is the size of that roughly?
That's probably like 9 inches tall. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does that have the original box?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's got the white. So the white mailers were if you ordered them in the mail from the Disney store and they mailed them out, they come in that box. And then we have some that would be the colorful blue boxes, and if you saw them in the Disney store, you would buy those.
Oh, all right. Very good.
All right. Next up here, I've had this up for a while, at least 2 years. X-Men issue 11, CGC 7.0, first appearance of the Stranger. I had it up for $900, then I had it on sale for $800, and I guess maybe it'd gone down in price, so someone offered me like $650 or $600, and I looked at the comps, and it was a pretty good deal on that. That's probably the going rate at this point, so why let it sit around when I can get market value for it? So I sold it for the $600.
Nice.
And I think that is it for me.
That would be it. So 7.0 is fairly good condition on something or other, realistically.
I think very good, or very better than very good.
It's like fine or something, yeah. So if I got this item here graded, what would it come back as? Wow.
It would come back as authentic.
So this is Lucerita Berto Escobedo Jr. Canciones Mexicanas sheet music. It has some condition issues. Split up spine, tears and chips around, rough shape. When I say rough shape in a listing, it's got to be in rough shape.
Yeah.
It sold for $24.
I mean, obviously, someone ran out of dental floss, and all they had was that, and they had started to floss their teeth with it. I mean, what else?
Well, obviously.
How else can
obviously
you
that's
explain what happened to it?
Yes. Or yes, that's exactly what happened. I can't even argue with that. But I put this up on our Instagram. Check it out, the $1 Million Peddlers over on IG. Look at me.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes on some things, condition truly does not matter. And
Apparently
this
so,
had been sitting in an antique store for years, and nobody wanted it because of the condition on it. I bought it because I knew it was a rare item. And to get $24 out of this, and the person bought two others that were in slightly better shape, but they were also the Mexican sheet music, I got $72 when I paid $60 for the entire haul.
Are they framing it up, like, in matting around the edges because it's so rough? I mean, unless they just want it
Or
for
they
the sheet
collect
music.
it, or they want it for
that-
sheet music.
that
Yeah, I
side.
truly don't know.
Yeah, the score.
But I guess the biggest lesson to be learned is condition. Although you want to get the best condition you can, don't be scared off by
And
bad
I don't
condition.
know what you paid, and it doesn't matter. But obviously, the person selling it knew it had value and wouldn't have just tossed it out. Where honestly, if I had sheet music in some deal and I saw stuff like that, I probably would toss it out. Honestly.
Yep.
What year was it from? I don't see it in your list.
I don't believe it even said a year on it, but I think it's 30s or 40s if I had to take a guess. Yeah.
1830s or.
So because I become sheet music away,
Oh wow. Okay.
chasing cars sheet music, Snow Patrol. If you find modern sheet music out there, buy it. Now, people had these listed on eBay for $8 to $12, and I said, I'm not going to sell anything for under $20. Now, I do offer free shipping. I threw it up at $20, and it took 3 months, but it ended up selling for my $20 offer. I don't know if you remember that song or not, Chasing Cars. I can't sing it.
Yeah, thank God.
I can't even fake a singing on that one. But do buy modern sheet music when you see it. The print runs on them are not very high, and don't just price what everybody else priced at. Again, they were available for half the price that I was offering on eBay. Whether they found it because of my positives, whatever reason they found it, they found mine and they paid the full boat for it.
I mean, I think honestly that $20 is worth more than what Snow Patrol is probably charging for a ticket to their concert nowadays.
Worth more than their
Yeah.
royalties? Is
Yeah,
that what
yeah.
you're trying to say? Now this, we did show in a haul video. I picked this up at Madison Bachville. I paid $1 for it. Oneida, New York, Manning's Directory, 1962, genealogy, local, business, and residence. I don't know. I think I told how many. I may not have, because it may not have been paginated. No, I did. 64 pages. Tape up
It's
in
a
the
big,
spine.
big word.
It is a big
going
word.
on. I never heard that in my life. I never will again.
Tape on the spine, tear, etc. You will find these things out there. They do sell. This sold, what was Madison Bachville, 2 weeks ago? Sold in 2 weeks for $42.
Nice.
These things do sell when you can find them out there, and a lot of people put no value on them. I put value on them. This is another item that I picked up at Madison Bachville, and I also posted this on our IG. Wendell and Company Jewelry Trade Manufacturer Catalog 1892 Jewels, Badges, Bangles. I think I took $65 out of it. But look at that cover. That's a terrible cover.
Terrible color. I wonder, is the word pageanted? I don't even know what word you said. Like, is it?
Paginated, yes.
Oh, yes, pageant. Sure it is. Yeah.
What We Do in Business Hours, 3rd edition, confidential, 1891, 1892. This had been sitting on a dealer's table for a long time because nobody knew what it was. And then I picked it up, and I think that probably was the
That's
page I
pretty cool,
turned
yeah.
to, and I said, whoa, this could be pretty good.
Very cool.
And I think I paid $1 on it just because, again, it's a really bad cover,
Yeah.
but the inside is nice. Next item we have up over here, Bananas Magazine, number 34, John Belushi, Fleetwood Mac, Mork and Mindy, Elvis Presley.
It's loaded.
It really is. For 1970s, that's got kind of everything you possibly need. It did take 2 years to sell, but I did get the $28 out of it. And those are all pretty good keywords, except Fleetwood Mac may not be the greatest keyword,
Yeah.
but still, you got to fill the space
If
in.
you're collecting them, you'd have to buy that.
That's true too. We have multiple pictures and the like, and you will find these out there. They're the Bandus between 2 pages, so it tells you the poster is still there too. That might be a really good thing to tell you though. When you do buy these, always look for inserts because a lot of times the inserts are missing out of them. So it's actually more rare to have it with the insert on something
and if
like
you list
this.
it, please state it, because if not, you'll get 100 emails saying, "Hey, does it have the inserts?" Then you have to go look it up.
Poster attached.
Nice.
Right there. First thing we
yeah.
said. And then the last thing we have over here, we're going to head off of Vacation Land, Summer 1967, Disneyland Magazine,
milking
Tomorrowland.
Milking
I
those babies.
got $40 out of that.
Nice.
Cannot argue with that whatsoever. Published by Disneyland, as a matter of fact. You will find these out there. And the nice thing about either Disneyland or Disney World, depending upon what part of the country you live in. Obviously, you live in Florida, they're going to be a lot more prevalent. You live in California, it's going to be a lot more prevalent. However, Disney items are one of those things that you can find anywhere across the country.
True.
Because a lot of people, I would say a lot of different people went to Disney, one or the other, depending on what part of the country they're in, on a family vacation at least once, and sometimes 2-3 times, brought souvenirs back, saved them because they were souvenirs from the trip, and then when they're having the estate sale, those things are out there, and a lot of people don't put a lot of value. And the other nice thing is they all tend to be all together, because what do people do? They put all their souvenirs from the trip all together in a box.
Right.
And you hit the box, and you've got 12 different Disneyland things from the one trip, and you got 12 different things from the trip to the Badlands, and 12 different. And then you go to the estate sale, and you say, hey, what do you need for this whole box of just, I don't know, it looks like stuff from their trips. And the estate sale dealer will look at it and go, how's $10? And you sell this for 44. And that's how you make money. So hopefully this all helps you some. Do comment down below on the video, paginated. And if you could hit the like button, we would really appreciate it. We will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.